Talking like a boomer. Memes, dude. You need memes. Muslim German lawyers are collecting evidence to prosecute the Berlin police. Good luck. Good luck to the lawyers in Germany. There you go. I was marshalling at the pro-Palestine protest in Melbourne yesterday. A hijabi woman got attacked by a guy with a black sun tattoo who then ran for cover in a pub. The cops stood outside the pub to protect them. One even them had a thin blue lime patch. They shoved several protesters by the back of the neck while we could see the officers inside laughing with the Nazis. Shit is crazy out here. Stay safe, chat. Free Palestine. Yeah, I saw that. We saw that there was a banana allergy in the pro-Palestinian encampment at UCLA. So the fucking Zionist counter-protest agitators. What's wrong with the just asking mentality? Just asking, super curious. Man, shut the fuck up. You know exactly what's annoying about it. You're doing it right now. Cynically weaponizing genuine curiosity is one of the most evil things, dude. One of the most annoying things you can do, because it's like it's done to stifle legitimately curious people. It's not a fucking protective cover, especially not one that you can utilize in this community, because we know that we deal with that kind of concern trolling on a daily fucking basis. And it really sucks because, like, there are people who are genuinely curious. There are people out there who are genuinely curious. They just don't say just curious or just asking questions. Anyway, that chatter was joking. He's being a little jokester. Let's talk about Biden silent on Gaza war while White House Correspondents' Dinner despite protesters' criticism. A little bit of drama from the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and then we're going to move on to fun stuff, okay?
This was a White House Correspondents' Dinner unlike any other. Hundreds of protesters gathered outside the Washington Hilton to heckle the attendees.
You're celebrating when you go into this dinner. 133 Palestinian journalists in Gaza. Think about that. 33,000 people go up and murdered. More than half of them are children.
We charge you with genocide!
The protesters were particularly incensed that journalists would attend an event with a U.S. president who is himself accused of being complicit in the Israeli killing of so many Palestinian journalists in Gaza.
These journalists that are attending this event should be ashamed of themselves. There's been over 200 days since the start of this genocide. Over 30,000 Palestinians have been killed, and 140 journalists have been targeted by the Israeli government and murdered because they are telling the truth. And instead of speaking out against that and having any journalistic integrity, they're having dinner and laughing with Biden, who's providing billions of dollars to the Israeli government for them to fund this genocide of Palestinians, and they've said nothing.
Gazan journalists wrote an open letter to their colleagues saying, "We insist you publicly boycott the upcoming White House Correspondents' Dinner as an act of solidarity with us, your fellow journalists, as well as with the millions of Palestinians."
See, now the problem is the American journalists don't think that the Gazan journalists are actually journalists because they don't think they're people at all. In order to become a professional, a part of the professional media class, you have to kind of let go of the attitude that Arabs are humans or Muslims are humans, especially for the past 30 years where, 20 plus years, where the American target has always been one of dehumanization to the Muslims, to the Arabs in general. And if you want to, make a career in journalism, you got to go along with that. That's it.
Currently being starved in Gaza due to the Biden administration's continued political, financial, and military backing of Israel and cutoff of funding for...
There is no better representation of this reality, especially when paired up with, like, a consistent dick riding of Israel's insane actions, when you consider the fact that when the Associated Press and Al Jazeera building, the Associated Press building was blown up by Israel in 2021, I believe, the American media class basically covered that and totally ate the propaganda and repeated it unconditionally. Yeah, in the month of May 2021, Israel directly blew up the Associated Press building and then claimed that Hamas was there. And the irony, of course, is that the American journalist class turned around and repeated it verbatim. There were very little questions. There were very little curiosity. Same with Shireen Abu Akleh, who was an American Palestinian. There was that as well. Her assassination, her direct assassination in the hands of an Israeli sniper, also was covered with the same exact lack of interest, lack of curiosity, verbatim fucking repeating what Israel had told them. Christiane Amanpour said exactly that when she was on Jon Stewart's show. Literally, he said these Palestinian journalists, and she had to step in and go, no, but the Western ones are the ones that count. Yeah. An American Christian Palestinian, Shireen Abu Akleh.
Life-saving humanitarian aid. But the U.S. media elite was undaunted and dutifully took their seats in the ballroom. There was only one brief passing reference to the dead Palestinian journalists, and even then without mentioning who was responsible for their killing.
Our profession can be perilous. Since October, about 100...
How do you feel about Hamas purposely hiding in hospitals, schools, etc.? Selective outrage. The level of gaslighting is insane. Who attacked who again? Please remind me. We got another one. We got another October 7 lever that returned. I refuse to believe you support Hamas. Not you justifying October 7th. Debate. Literally harassing Jewish people on private property, but get mad when they defend themselves. No, that's not bait. This is an October 7 lever. Okay. Or maybe following since April 18th. Yeah. October 7 lever coming back to return. Okay. Chatter. There is no justification for Israel's actions from the jump. If you do not know how the Israeli state in its inception operated, you should read a book. 10 Myths by famous Israeli historian